Okay friends, it's time to get started on our front end work. Obviously, you're going to want to make sure you have hand and eye protection for all this job. Aside from that, go ahead and safely raise and support your Jeep so the front wheels are off the ground. When you do that, you want to make sure you have your jack stands on the pinch rail. Let's get started. Now that we have the wheel up off the ground, let's continue on by removing all of our lug nuts and then the wheel. Now that we have the wheel off, let's continue on by removing our axle nut cotter pin and nut. Use a 32mm socket to remove the nut. And of course, remove the washer as well. Now let's just go ahead and push on this axle. You want to make sure that it breaks free from the wheel bearing. If it doesn't, use a punch, come right in the center with your hammer, and make sure that it's free like this. Now let's move along to starting to disconnect the lower control arm. You'll have a pinch bolt right here that holds the ball joint to the knuckle. Right up here you have a forward bolt, and then if you follow it back this way, you're going to find a through bolt that goes from here up to a nut on the top. Let's start by removing the pinch bolt. I'm going to use my wrench on the other side. Hold that nut, then we'll remove the bolt. Set these aside. Now I'm going to use my wrench up on the top nut here, and we'll start removing this bolt. Set these aside. Now let's come to the forward mounting bolt. Now we're going to start separating the ball joint from the knuckle right here. Just pay attention. As you start separating things, there's a possibility that this could potentially fall right out. So just be as safe as possible. To remove that, it might be easiest using a pickle fork and a hammer. If you don't have a pickle fork, just use your hammer carefully right along this area here. Now I'm just going to pry down on this and separate it from the knuckle. Now we'll come right up to this area here. We're going to separate this as well. You might notice as you start pulling this away to remove it, you start giving this a tug. You just want to ensure that you don't put a tug on your axle boot and damage the axle. Now I can usually just grab onto this, give it a nice little wiggle, and we'll remove it. There it is, friends. Now let's just apply a little bit of copper never seized to this area. Take a look at the mounting hardware. If it looks like it's damaged, you need to replace it. Otherwise, clean up the threads and get ready for an install. Now let's get started on installing our lower control arm. We're going to start with the rearward bushing here, put that into its place. Okay. You might need a rubber mallet, give it a couple loving bonks. Once you have that semi-lined up, let's put in the forward bushing as well. Put in our rearward bolt. It's a good idea to use a little bit of red thread locker. Start that nut on there. Now let's do the forward bolt. With both of those started, let's continue on to the ball joint to knuckle. Let's get the pinch bolt in there, start the nut. Now we'll just bottom everything out and then we'll torque it to manufacturer specifications. Before we can start snugging anything up though, we need to put a little bit of pressure underneath this control arm. Essentially, we just want to have the same amount of pressure as if the vehicle was on the ground. Be careful when you're jacking. You don't want to put any pressure on the ball joint area itself right here. If you can get under this lip, that's going to be the most helpful. If you can't, you could of course put the wheel back on and then tighten this one in the end. Release the pressure. Let's torque this forward bolt to 100 foot-pounds. The rearward bolt to 135. Now torque the ball joint to 60 foot-pounds. Okay, let's get our wheel back up on here. We'll snug up the lug nuts, get the wheel so it's just barely touching the ground, and then torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. Now with the wheel on the ground, we'll continue on to torquing the lug nuts in a crisscross manner. Torqued. Okay friends, we got it all back together. Now all you have to do is go ahead and safely road test your Jeep down to your local alignment shop.